So we'll discuss question number 6, and that is relating to law of development of places and very definition of pawners and pawnee. So section 172 of the Contract Act defines the terms as follows: development of goods as security for payment of a debt or performance of a promise is called pledge. The bearer is in this case called the pawnee and the belly is called the pawnee. Thus, a pledge is a security intermediate between a lien and a mortgage, whereby a contract of deposit of goods is made a security for a debt, and the right to property vests in the pledgee so far as is necessary to secure the debt, but the belly in the contract of pledge does not become owner, and as having possession and right to possess is said to have special property. A place in the ordinary sense of the term is a case in which money is advanced on goods or chattels which are given in the possession of the person who advances money on them. Delivery of possession of movable property is essential for a valid pledge, but in order to complete the pledge, it is not necessary that there should be actual delivery of the chattel to the pledgee. It is sufficient if there is a constructive delivery. And now we'll discuss the very judgment regarding bailment of place as provided in Murbi Mercantile Banks Limited versus Union of India in 1965 by their Lordship of the Supreme Court expressed delivery of goods by one to another under a contract as security for the payment of a debt is a place under the Contract Act. Ordinary delivery of tangible property is essential to a true pledge, but where the law recognizes that delivery of tangible symbol involves a transfer of possession of the property symbolized. Such a symbolic possession takes the place of physical delivery as it was delivered by their lordship in 1965 in the leading case Morbi Mercantile Banks Limited versus Union of India. So now we'll go to exactly before a place can be said to be valid, the bearer must be in judicial possession of the goods. For example, he must be in possession of the goods under a legal title or right. Thus, a servant cannot make a valid place of his master's good, though he may have possession. For example, the physical custody of them. So, where A is in need of money and raises money from a money lender on the security of his watch and chain, the transaction is pledged, and Now we'll discuss the very decision of the leading case Bank of Baroda, Ahmedabad versus R. Bachubhai Hirawai and others in 1988 by the Gujarat High Court, where a deceased property is hypothecated with a creditor. It is given as security or collateral for a debt without physical transfer thereof to the creditor. The title to property does not pass to the creditor, but the creditor has merely the right to sell the property on default. It differs from a place where possession of the article placed is transferred to the pledgee or pawnee. And now we'll discuss another important leading case, that is Hindustan Construction Company versus Board of Revenue 1986. The judgment is delivered by the Kerala High Court. There was an agreement by a company with the state electricity board for constructing a bridge. The company executed a document purportedly to hypothecate tools, equipments, and plants in favor of the electricity board as security for the advance to be paid to the company. It was held by their lordship of the Kerala High Court that the document was not a deed of mortgage but an agreement relating to pawn and pledge as it was decided by their lordship. So, these answers, as we have discussed regarding the very provisions of section 172 regarding law of availment of place, and also by defining both the terms pawner and pawning, and as regarding the important leading cases such as Morbi Mercantile Banks Limited versus Union of India, which was decided by their lordship of the Supreme Court in 1965, and the Bank of Baroda, Ahmedabad versus R. Bachubhai Rawai and others in 1988 by the Gujarat High Court, and lastly Hindustan Construction Company versus Board of Revenue 1986. The judgment was delivered by the Kerala High Court would be the appropriate answer as to the question number 6. State briefly the law of bailment of pledges, defining the terms pawner and pawnee, and in the next upcoming video we'll discuss question number 7, and that question number 7 is relating to define hypothecation and distinguish it from pledge, and relating to that we'll discuss the very important leading case, that is State Bank of India versus S.V. Shah, and it was decided by the Andhra Pradesh High Court in 1995, and our next question would be enumerate and explain the rights of pawnee. So these are the important questions, And lastly, we'll discuss question number 9. Write a note on the place by a mercantile agent and distinguish between place and mortgage. So, these are the important questions relating to contract of bailment, and question number 7, 8 and 9 we would like to discuss in our next upcoming video.